Just as I'm starting to record, my dog wants to come over and start playing with me. Don't you know what time it is? It's time to get jacked up for Jesus. So the story I'm going to tell you today is the story of my dad and a man for this video and purposes known as Uncle Chuck. And this video is about hitting retirement age, which I am not at right now. However, I have recently changed my means of employment. But I want to talk to you today about identifying with the title and where our pride can come in. And as we get to retirement or we change our jobs, there can be a sense of identity loss because you only see yourself in that position and nothing else. Well, through a lot of hardship and learning experience, I found out years ago, actually, so that's why I was prepared for a change in my life, that I do not identify with what I do for a living. I'm more than a title. I don't care what title you give me. And if you're out there right now, like my dad, he's worked 50, 60 years of his life, one of the hardest working individuals I've ever met. Always went to work, always was there early, set a great example for us kids, especially my brother Tom, who's always doesn't call off, goes to work. He's going to be retiring here. And I'm sure he's concerned that what am I going to do? Because I've been known as he was a teacher, for most of my life. Well, the thing is, you're not a teacher. You're a father. You're a son. You're a brother. You're the person who you want to be. You're more than a title. You're more than what brings you money. Uncle Chuck, same thing. He's retired now for about 6 months or so. Learned a lot of great lessons from the man. But when it was time for him to retire, he said, you know what? I've already made enough money in my life. When do you say when? It's time now that I be a grandfather, a father, and enjoy the rest of my life. Same with my dad. It's time to enjoy the rest of your life. You put in your time. Enjoy your life and find out what God's purpose is for you. Because there's one thing that also with the title with the title that there's that pride that could possibly hold us up and living in God's will and what holding back on what maybe is in store for us, because all we're concerned about is what I identify with or what I could have been or what I've been. Well, it's time to put that aside. If you're out there, you're about to retire, enjoy your life. You've worked hard. You're more than, if you were working at a plant or wherever you're working, you're more than an assembly worker. It was just a way for you to get income and support your family. Statistically wise, when people retire, their life expectancy, it varies, but a lot of people, because they identify so much with what they did, they don't find worth in their life. And that's sad because you've worked so hard your whole life. And you do have worth. Who knows? Maybe your job was holding you back from what you truly are worth and what God has given you. He has given you a talent that you have never unlocked because you were trying to support your family and trying to pay the bills. And now you have made it to the pinnacle, the golden years of your life here in the flesh. And now it's time for you to get out there and do something to make a true difference that God has in the will for you. So if you're out there, like I said, maybe you just lost a job, you're feeling depressed, I understand, or you have some anxiety, how are my bills going to be paid? Put your faith in God. Put your faith in the Lord. Now, like the saying goes, well, faith can't buy me groceries. Well, how do you know if you haven't had the faith to do it? How do you know? It's called faith for a reason. Faith also doesn't mean you sit by and expect handouts to show up. You're to go out and actively pursue what God has put in front of you. But have faith that you don't identify just with a certain way of life in your income. That there's more to your inner self And God has so much potential for you through his love and goodness. So go out there and get it. Have faith. Do what you've always wanted to do. Don't hold back. Understand through your faith, all things can be accomplished through Christ. But you got to have that faith. You got to take that first step forward. Don't worry about titles in life. Titles get you nowhere. Your treasures lie in the kingdom of God. Love you all out there. Dad, happy retirement. Don't worry about it. God's got this. Uncle Chuck, stay blessed. Keep doing what you're doing. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe to West New York 93 Crew. And you know what? We'll see you next time when we get jacked up for Jesus.